Hello folks, Chris Varley with the Trade Idea Support and Education team here, continuing our Getting Started series. In this video, we're going to do our charts, all right? There's a lot to go over in this. We'll try to keep it as short as possible, but a lot of features and different looks that we can have with our charts. Let's get right into it. So I've got a chart up already, and if we ever want to open a new chart, we come to the menu bar and we'll press that there, and we will go to chart window here. Got a little candlestick set there on the left. Open that. It's going to open with a default. Everybody has a default that's set. We can change that default at any point. We'll get into more details in that in a moment here. So let's get these both looking at the same stock here. Now I can change the symbol by simply clicking on the chart and starting to type. So I'm typing Apple and then I press enter, and now we're both looking at Apple here. The first thing I want to do on this is note that there is a menu bar that's across the top here, and we can change different items on here, time frame, chart styles. We have some ways that we can draw on here. We have our indicator manager, so on and so forth. All these items that you see here up at the top, as far as changing the chart, its styles, and adding different things to the chart, they can be found by right-clicking as well. So we can find right here, time frame. We could send this to the web or symbols list here. We would duplicate the chart. We could duplicate into docked windows if we have those. More details on docked windows in other videos and throughout our user's guide. We can mark up from here on the chart as well. And then if we come to properties, there are a number of items that we can do in here. We can change the themes of the chart. We can change post-market, pre-market to set those on and off for intraday charts. We can sync crosshairs, so on and so forth here. There's also a chart style. We can go into here. We can change different colors, the colors of the candles, the outlines of the candles, many different items to go into here as well. We have comparison charts where we can put up a comparison of different symbols, and you'd add those symbols here, simply clicking in and adding the symbol to it, setting the color on that. We can also change these to a browser interface chart. I'm going to go ahead and change the time frame on this so we can see some different items here. We'll go with the 5-minute time frame, and you can see the pre-market indicated by that color there of tan. We right-click in properties. We can add that post-market as well. We've put a check mark in there. We can see that mauve color that's right there as well. We want to see a browser-based chart. If we right-click, we can click onto the Use Browser interface. If we right-click, we can see there's a check mark there now. And it gives us a slightly different look and feel to some of the charts, and it adds some of what we call our single stock window data to the chart as well here. There'll be some other indicators that we can now add to it with the browser interface if we want to use that. If we click on the FX, you'll find some different items that are in here that may be of interest to you as well. Those are the ins and outs and the basics of the charts here. Let's get into some indicators now. Like I said before, we can use this for the indicator manager. I can right click and come to indicators, and we'll get a manager here in this window. We can add any of the indicators that we see here. If you don't see as an indicator there, unfortunately, we do not have it at this time. You could always make a request for that, though. I'm going to go ahead and add an SMA here. If I click on that, we have a color. We can modify the color of that. We can set it through here. We can set where the indicator is coming into in the chart, and then we can set the periods as well. So I want a 20 period. I want a 100 period. If I want a 13 period, so on and so forth, I can go ahead and add that. Once I've added an indicator, if I want to make any changes on that, I would come to the Edit tab. And in here, I could click on the indicator and make that edit there if I wanted to change this back to a 20 SMA, for example. If I wanted to change the color, for example, we were on blue, we want to make it red. We set the color, we'll press OK. And now if we save, you're going to see this blue line turn to red. Blue line turns to red. Very straightforward looking for the manager indicator here. And next, on the properties, check out, we can make a dark theme here. If you are a premium subscriber, we can show the AI trades. The AI trades are only the stocks at Holly Alerts. It's not any stock that you want. And we can also add some smart risk levels to this. Put a check mark in there. We can see the smart risk levels here. Many of these items will have different looks and feels if we are in the browser or not in the browser. So if I right click and I undo the browser interface, we can see how it's got a bit of a different look and feel to it there. We set up a chart a certain way, and we want to have it as a default to every chart that we open. This will include the symbol type, the indicators, and the time frame. I can go ahead and right click here, and if I select Save as Default, now every chart that I open under new, will look exactly like the chart that I just saved here. You can see that is a perfect comparison to each other, just like that, including how zoomed in or out the chart we are. And you can save a default for anything that you like: top list, alert window, multi-strategy, so on and so forth. That's the quick ins and outs of our charts here. Of course, any questions that you have, info@trade-ideas.com. We have a 12 p.m. live session every day on YouTube that the market is open. I'd like to see you join us there. We have a live traders room. You get a lot of support there as well. We'd like to see you join us there as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video.